TSHFT. The army I took with me is not the one I posted online. I just didn't get it done in time. So this is what we're doing. I'm just going to do some quick reports on each game, kind of just how I deploy and how it ends. But this is what I brought with me. I got it all painted up at like midnight last night. I finally put the brush down. As you can see, the guys in the back there hiding behind all the tanks didn't quite actually match the rest of the army because they didn't get painted. But everything is 3-color painted and ready to go. So I have two 10-man assault squads in Land Raiders in the back. They're both Redeemers. 3 autocannon, Landscannon Predators as my heavy support choices. A Librarian there in the middle. Vanguard Veterans here up front, and then 2 Sanguinary Priests. And in the back I have 10 Assault Marines. So that'll be my army today. 2,000 points playing at T-Shift. I'll give you a quick pan around, see what we've got going on here. Got all kinds of fun armies. I think there's about 50 players here today. So it should be fun. I'll bring you some of the armies around when they're displayed for painting. But anyway, we'll be back with game 1, see where I place, see what happens, and see you then. Alright, so here we are, game 1. I'm running my Blood Angels up the center. We're actually on turn 2 already. Here, holding Muscle's army in reserve. All I deployed was a Thunderfire cannon and scouts over there. I got first turn. I moved up, shot, and did nothing. I moved up, shot this turn, and actually destroyed the Thunderfire cannon. He just rolled his reserves, and almost everything came on. He's got like 2 Razorbacks still on the board, and my Vanguard still aren't on the board yet. So playing Codex Marines with Vulcan, and so that's where we're at. I'll be back at the end of the game and tell you how it went. Alright, well, it was a real back and forth game. Turn 5 he had it, turn 6 I had it, and then turn 7 nobody had it. I had a Soul Squad on this objective here. Last turn of the game he shot him with a mobilized speeder over there. Failed my morale check, just ran off the board. So they ran off. Land Raider flamed in there, but didn't really care. Contested with a Predator there in the middle on an objective, and then over here my Land Raider contested that objective. And these guys are falling back. So that's how it goes. Pretty brutal battle all the way around. Basically 2 Land Raiders and an Assault Squad left alive and a Predator, and there's a lot of dead everywhere. But it came down to a draw, and going next round. Game 2, I actually drew Sisters of Battle this game, believe it or not. It's the first time I've ever fought Sisters of Battle, so it's going to be fun. We're already on turn 2, because it was Dawn of War, so I was kind of moved up. I went first, got the 3 Predators in the back, 2 Land Raiders pushed up center, Librarians in that one. He's got an Exorcist there, Seraphim over there, 2 more Exorcists, and his whole army hiding there. And there's also a 10-man squad right there in that center piece of terrain. So that's where we're at. It is a modified kill points kind of a mission, so there's no objectives this time around, just straight up kill everybody. So I'll be back at the end of the game to tell you how it went. I already pulled my models off the table because I forgot the camera. As you can see, there's still a lot of Sisters of Battle. Not a lot died on either side. I ended up winning in kill points. I lost 2 Predators, half an Assault Squad, and I think that's about it. Yeah, 2 Predators and half an Assault Squad, and I only killed Seraphim and like 4 Sister Squads. So it's pretty standoffish. I came on strong over here, he came on strong on the right. His Exorcist killed my Predators, and I kind of killed his troops. So it was one of those kind of games. But the Blood Angels pulled it out. I got the win, so I'm a 1 win, 1 draw right now, and we'll be on round 2. Alright, back with game 3. I drew Dark Angels doing a Deathwing, plus actually a couple of tactical squads, 3 speeders, 2 Predators, a Vindicator. I got first turn, 4 objectives, table quarters. I held full reserve. So that's where we're sitting at. I'll be back at the end of the game, kind of tell you how it all went. And I think he's all deployed, so I'm in reserve, he's all on the board. Actually, last time I'm just doing a mid-game kind of what's going on here. I brought my Land Raiders on here, a Predator. That one's immobilized now. Land Raider got nuked by one of the multi-melted land speeders. There was 2 Typhoons, multi-meltas, so killed that Land Raider. My Librarian Land Raider, though, made it up to there. It's still healthy and going. Assault Squad came out and killed one of the Deathwing squads. I got this one down to 1 guy. I locked him in the Assault Squad, but there's still 2 over there. And then I got my other Predators. That one's wrecked, and that one is still ready to go. So I've lost a Land Raider, I've lost a Land Raider, a Predator, half an Assault Squad, my Priest, and Vanguard. So it's been pretty bloody. Oh, and I killed the Vindicator in the back. So that's where we're at. It's turn 5 right now. His turn, I've already done my turn 5, and so if it ends on turn 5, he'll win it, but we'll be back at the end and see where it lands. on turn 5. Unfortunately for me, I lost that combat. He consolidated that way to contest that objective. So he's holding that one, and there's one underneath that Razorback. I have one by my Land Raider there, but it doesn't matter anymore. So it was a Dark Angel victory. The Deathwing beat me out. I did kill, I guess, kind of 1.5 Terminator squads. So I did better than I thought I was going to do. But I was kind of hoping for the draw, but it didn't end up that way. So it was a good game, though. And we'll go on to round 4 tomorrow. 4 TSHFT, playing Spearhead. It's already turn 3, playing against an Orc army, dual battle wagons, trucks, all kinds of fun stuff. Actually a really mixed army with Zogwarts in it. But it was Spearhead deployment. He held full reserve. I had this table quarter. I've kind of pushed up this way. Going on turn 3, I deep struck my Assault Marines. He brought some looters on the back table edge. My Vanguard took him out. He came on with rocket buggies and took out that Predator there. So that's the losses so far. It's going into turn 3, and he just rolled the rest of his reserves. He has 1 truck still not on the board, but we'll see how it goes. So it's a weird mission. There's my 3 objectives over there and his 3 objectives over here. I can only capture mine, and he can only capture his. So that's kind of fun, I guess. Give Orcs versus Land Raiders. We just want to push this side of the board. But anyway, so we'll be back at the end of the game, see how it goes. That's how we're sitting now, and back. Alright, so we're on turn 4 now for the Orcs. I just did my turn 4, I'm going first. He ran up this battle wagon on his turn and assaulted my Land Raider here, blew off the right Flamestorm cannon. In return, I backed up. I blew off his big shooter on his battle wagon. He's so hurt about that, I'm sure. But that was for my Land Raider, did that, and then my guys inside assaulted out and killed his boy squad. These Assault Marines ran down that squad of boys that was in that battle wagon. They got out and blew up. No, they didn't blow up. They jumped out and messed up this Predator. It's weaponless, but still mobile, so it ran away. But anyway, so they got up, assaulted the Predator, beat the crap out of it. I counter-assaulted my Assault Marines and ran them down. So that's where we're at now. He just came on with everything except for 1 truck. He still has 1 truck. He rolled a 1-4 for the reserve rolls. So he's got Ard boys in. They're going to come in and smash that. He's got his Death Rollers. He's going to try and blow up my Land Raiders. So we're still going to make a game out of this. We'll be back when it ends, see how it goes. Alright, so that's the game ended on turn 5. There's a just big draw all the way around. I contest an objective there, contest an objective there, and contest one on the hill with my Land Raider. The Gretchen tried to seize that one. So this side of the board is all contested, and then over here on my side of the board, he contested everything. That's Snake Rot and Commandos contesting that objective. They're just within 3, but I got nobody there anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I have a squad of Assault Marines down here. Everything's green, so it's hard to tell. A squad of Marines in with Shooter Boys, and old Zogwarts actually squigged one of my priests, so that was kind of funny. But then his truck that came on from reserve with Zogwarts in it contested that objective with Ludus in the back. And then the battle wagon actually tank shocked me off that objective. So it's a big contest fest all the way around. Everything is a draw. But it was a good game. Battle wagons are alive. 1 battle wagon went, not battle wagon, the Land Raiders are alive. 1 battle wagon went down. But everything's dead pretty much all the way around. So it was fun. Draw, going in the last game of the tournament. See if we can't get a win to at least even out the score a little bit. And we're back. Alright, so here in the final round of TSHFT, we have an Annihilation game, and it was a long ways deployment, so starting this end fighting that way against Dark Eldar, but you still choose a long table edge coming off of, so this is my long table edge down here, and he got the one in the back. We're going on to turn 2 because he held a bunch of stuff in reserve. That Predator got stunned, so I'm moving to pop smoke. Then I fired in. All I've managed to do is I Vanguarded in and killed a Ravager, and then immobilized one of his Venoms. So he just got everything in the back there on the table. Sees me moving on, but we're playing Dark Eldar. It's just a straight up Annihilation game. So I'll be back later on to tell you how things are going, but that's where we're at, and I'll see you later. On turn 5, I just finished my turn 5. He's doing his turn 5 now. It's pretty close all the way around. That Land Raider is dead. Those Marines on top are fleeing right now. This one's still alive with everything. They just got out and failed an assault on those guys because I was just out. So I actually got shot instead and killed a bunch because I thought I was out, and I measured afterwards and I was out. But anyway, so I shouldn't have bailed them out, but I did. But the Land Raider blew up a Raider. I think I'm up by a little bit right now. My assault squad mishap and he shoved one in the back corner over here. So they're running up the board now. But I have a Predator down, a Land Raider down, killed a Priest, my Vanguard are dead. We've killed some bunch of Trueborn and stuff in return. So that's where we're at now. It's turn 5. We'll be back later, see if it keeps going on after the game, and I'll tell you what happened. All the way turn 7. It was brutal all the way around. I got almost nothing left, but I think I pulled out the win where they calculated up. They had 2 assault marines hiding behind this rock. They rallied from on top of that land raider. I lost my other land raider up here on top. The squad inside killed the bike squad, came around and killed a raider over there, and they're down to the power fist, melta, librarian, and priest. Only 4 of those guys left. And we held out over here for like 4 rounds of combat. It was just nobody died either way. I got 3 marines left. I got like 4 witches left. Just beat down each other's faces. So that's where we're at, and I have 1 predator alive. So turn 7, we're counting up the kill points. I'll be back to tell you how the tournament wrapped up and how everything went. So thank you for watching. Alright everybody, so I'm finally home after a real fun weekend of gaming. So I did get the win in that final round against the Dark Eldar player, 9 kill points to 6 I believe. So it put my total at 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. Got pretty soundly whooped by the Deathwing. Just didn't have the tools I needed to deal with that many Terminators. But it was a real fun weekend. Played 5 different armies, which was real surprising, and real fun games. I didn't have one single bad game. It was a great time. But as you can tell from the army composition here, this is not the army I posted in one of my earlier videos. I had to change it up due to time limits. I was not getting that army painted in time. There was too many models. I ended up airbrushing the tanks, which all 5 tanks only took me 1 night, I think. The wonders of an airbrush. But I got these 30 Marines, well 28 Marines up front here, painted in about 3 days. And then the 10 in the back, the Assault Marines, they're still purple and gold. That was my original Space Marine army, the Hawk Lords. They were painted a long time ago before I knew my way around a paintbrush. So they're not quite as good looking, I guess, so you can hide them on the back of the display board. But it was still a real fun event, had a great time. Give you a quick, more in-depth army composition. It was real noisy at the start of the video with all the people around, so I didn't want to try and yell into the camera too much. But the center of my army right there is my librarian. He's running Shield of Sanguinius and Unleash Rage. So he protects the land raiders with his 5-up cover save, and then assaults out and tries to kill something. And then 2 priests with power weapons. They're pretty standard: Clear Feel No Pain, Furious Charge, Bubbles. I did not put a priest in the assault squad, mainly because I didn't want the 3rd kill point, and also another, like, I think it's like 100 points the power weapon and jump pack. I don't like taking priests at all, really, but being as I was already dedicating so many points to land raiders, I figured, why not, you know. So 2 priests up there in the front, and they're built out of the Dark Angel Veterans model in the robe. I thought they just kind of looked cool, you know. Up front here I have 5 Vanguard. The sergeant has a Power Fist, and the other 4 have Melta Bombs. They did fairly well all day, believe it or not. Actually landed and killed something every single game. Didn't mishap once, which was pretty shocking. So they're pretty useful. Never really earned their points back per se. Like never killed 200 points worth of stuff. But definitely made my opponents think about where they're putting things and what they were doing. So they did their job. And then I have 3 assault squads here, and then the jump pack one in the back, all with dual meltas and power fists. These 2 have dedicated Land Raider Redeemers, extra armor, and multi-meltas, and then the 3 Predators. So it's a pretty small army, actually. I think it's only like 43 models. But it did really well for me. The Redeemers were hilarious. I made it a mission every game to light one of my opponent's units on fire. So I sacrificed some shots I should have taken elsewhere, like some multi-meltas probably should have been fired, or some assault cannons should have been fired, but I really wanted to shoot the flamestorm cannons and kill something from one of my opponent's army, from each of my opponent's armies. And I actually did. I got some witches, some sisters. In the Deathwing army, I ended up barbecuing one of his tactical squads because I didn't want to try and risk it on a Terminator squad. But I got something from all my opponent's army, which is pretty funny. It was just kind of a little mini goal I had. I didn't place high enough to win any prizes in the event, but I did get a door prize of the 25th anniversary edition model, which that was really awesome because I wasn't able to buy one when they released it. So I got that. That made my day, really. It's 5 great games. Really suggest if you're in the area you try to check out the event, TSHFT, Seattle Heart of Fire. Great run event and lots of fun. Anyway, I was just kind of giving you a recap. I just did not have time to get that other army I wanted to take painted. Maybe next time it'll show up, but that's what I had, that's what I brought. It was a lot of fun, and maybe if you go next year I'll see you there. So next time.